This is also from the Vermont Digger. The Pennsylvania murders on January 2nd, 2023. Pennsylvania State Police were called to a home in the Chester Heights borough in Delaware County for a welfare check, according to the filings. Arriving troopers found 72-year-old Richard Zako and 69-year-old Rita Zako dead inside an upstairs bedroom. Both had suffered gunshot wounds to the head. A review of a neighbor's Ring camera's footage, according to the filing, showed a vehicle arriving at the Zako's residence at about 11:29 p.m. on December 31st, 2022. 2 minutes later, according to court documents, a higher-pitched voice is heard shouting what sounds like, "Mom." Seconds later, a higher-pitched voice is heard exclaiming, "Oh my God, God, God." According to the court documents, movement can be seen at the front door, which appears to be opened, then shut, indicating the subjects entered the house as the interior upstairs lights could be seen turning on. About 9 minutes passed before two people were seen leaving the residence out the front door, getting into the vehicle and driving away, the filing stated. When they arrived on the scene 2 days later, police didn't find a firearm but did recover two 9mm shell casings near the couple's bodies in the bedroom, according to the documents. Police also found a Pennsylvania driver's license for a person later identified as the couple's daughter, Michelle Zako. Pennsylvania authorities soon learned that Michelle Zako may have been living in Vermont, according to court documents, and though Vermont Department of Motor Vehicles records found an address on Webster Road in Coventry. On January 5th, 2023, Pennsylvania troopers conducted a voluntary interview with Michelle Zako at the Coventry property, the court documents stated. So they have her on that date, on January 5th. They do an interview. Obviously, they let her go because they didn't hold her. Zako told police she had been at the Coventry house with her roommate, Daniel Blank, between December 29th, 2022 and January 1st, 2023, according to the filings. She also said that she had not been in Pennsylvania since before the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic and that she had not spoken to her parents since about January 2022. Zako acknowledged receiving a December 31st text message from her mother, but only after direct questioning, according to the filing. So she had to be prodded to get information out of her. As part of the investigation, Rita Zako's phone, court documents stated authorities in Pennsylvania found a text sent from her to Michelle Zako about a savings bond for which it is believed the daughter was the intended recipient of. The text message was not answered, the filings added. So this also belies motive, that they were there, they were looking for money, they were looking for goods. And I have no doubt, someone asked, did the police interview Michelle Zako? Yes, I think Michelle Zako at this point is the killer of her parents, or one of the people that she was with her is the trigger person that killed her parents. And again, Richard Zako and Rita Zako. So a lot of, again, moving parts, but they have solid physical evidence. They have two spent shells that may link to the murder weapon or weapons, because there's two spent shells, and also to the murder of Border Patrol Officer David Mayland. Phil.
Yeah, Billy, I think something that may blow this whole case wide open is whether it lies with Zako, because if she was on the scene and they can get their hands on her, use a little tact with the interview and say the gun that you purchased is now linked to those murders. And we know you were present at the date and time. If we have a witness that, we could even bluff that. You don't have to tell the truth on that. And, maybe say, what's the story? You're looking at 25 to life. Now you get that person to cooperate, or with Suri Dow and Alexander Leatham that originally assaulted Curtis Lind. Go speak to them, work with their attorneys, try to get information from them for more lenient sentence. And then Teresa Youngblood is facing the death penalty in the killing of Maland, of Border Patrol Officer David Maland. Maybe we could have a negotiation, take the death penalty off the table and give information. We're going to need one of the participants in all of this nonsense that's going on to give information. I would think that would be very, very helpful. Although there may be enough evidence in the computers, the cell phones, the laptops, it's always good to have someone that's involved in it, that cooperates, that can point the finger at others, and give investigators information on where to look as well. So those are some of the things that I also wrote down. Deep dive into Alexander Latham, Suri Dow, and Teresa Youngblood. Obviously, you got to get into there. We got to do, we call it the perpology, Bill, right? We got to get into the perpology. We got to find out what's going on in their lives before all of this, and maybe even consult with the prosecutor on the case. See what the prosecutor knows about Alexander Latham and Suri Dow, what they have on that case. That may lead into something. Perhaps there's a witness that can shed a little bit more light on some of the movements of these people, and maybe put us in a direction where we could maybe find other witnesses to their movements as well. So there's a lot of things that could be done during the investigation. It may already have been done, some of the things I'm talking about, but these are the avenues that I'd be taking if I were investigating the case.
Absolutely. Folks, this is Police Off the Cuff, real crime stories. If you like real crime, true crime, from a police perspective, you're in the right place. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button on the screen. Give us a thumbs up, hit the like button, share us with your friends and your family. And if you want to contribute to us financially, we have a Patreon with 4 different levels. We also have a YouTube channel membership with, count them, 5 different levels. And you can join our channel, become part of the Police Off the Cuff YouTube family.